Hi guys, so this is day one. We're going to start out on page 1 of Anne's diary, but as you can see, there's sticky notes in here, so we aren't necessarily going to be reading every single page that's in the diary. Like I told you before, I'm just kind of pulling out things that are really important for you guys to hear, to really understand what her experience was like. So first, I'm going to read every time for a new entry, I'll read the date. So that'll be the first thing that I read, and that will be an indication, too, that we're moving on to a different day in her diary. Now, there's going to be multiple dates within each reading. You only need to write one journal entry for each video. So there's going to be probably 4 or 5 different journal entries in a read aloud. You only need to write one journal entry for each video. Sunday, June 14th, 1942. On Friday, June 12th, I woke up at 6 o'clock, and no wonder, it was my birthday. But of course, I was not allowed to get up at that hour, so I had to control my curiosity until 6:45, when I could bear it no longer, and I went to the dining room, where I received a warm welcome from Wardry the cat. Soon after 7, I went to Mommy and Daddy's, and then to the sitting room to undo my presents. The first to greet me was you, possibly the nicest of all. Then on the table, there were a bunch of roses, a plant, and some peonies, and more arrived during the day. I got masses of things from Mommy and Daddy, and was thoroughly spoiled by various friends. Among other things, I was given Camera Obscuria, a party game, lots of sweets, chocolates, a puzzle, a brooch, Tales and Legends of the Netherlands by Joseph Cohen, Daisy's Mountain Holiday, a terrific book, and some money. Now I can buy The Mists of Greece and Rome. Grand. Then Lise called for me, and we went to school. During recess, I treated everyone to sweet biscuits, and then we had to go back to our lessons. Now I must stop. Bye-bye. We're going to be great pals. Monday, June 15th, 1942. I had my birthday party on Sunday afternoon. We showed a film, The Lighthouse Keeper, with Rin Tin Tin, which my school friends thoroughly enjoyed. We had a lovely time. There were lots of girls and boys. Mommy and Daddy always want to know who I'm going to marry. Little does she guess that it's Peter Wessel. One day, I managed without blushing or flickering an eyelid to get that idea right out of her mind. For years, Lise Goosen and Santi Hoopman have been my best friends. Since then, I've gotten to know Joppy DeWall at the Jewish secondary school. We are all together a lot, and she is now my best girlfriend. Lise is more friendly with another girl, and Santi goes to a different school, where she made new friends. Saturday, June 20th, 1942. I haven't written for a few days, because I wanted, first of all, to think about my diary. It's an odd idea for someone like me to keep a diary, not only because I have never done so before, but because it seems to me that neither I, nor, for that matter, anyone else, would be interested in the ideas of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Still, what does it matter? I want to write, and more than that, I want to bring out all kinds of things that lie buried deep in my heart. There is a saying that paper is more patient than man. It came back to me on one of my slightly melancholy days, when I sat chin in hand, feeling too bored and limp even to make up my mind about whether to go out or stay at home. Yes, there is no doubt that paper is more patient, and as I don't intend to show this cardboard-covered notebook bearing the proud name of diary to anyone unless I find a real friend, boy or girl, probably no one cares. And now I come to the root of the matter. The reason for me starting the diary is that I have no such real friends. Let me put it more clearly. Since no one will believe that a girl of 13 feels herself quite alone in the world, nor is it so. I have darling parents and a sister of 16. I know about 30 people whom I might call friends. I have strings of boyfriends anxious to catch glimpses of me, and who, failing that, peep at me through mirrors in class. I have relations, aunts and uncles, who are darlings, too. A good home, no. I don't seem to lack anything. But it's the same with all my friends. Just fun and joking, nothing more. I can never bring myself to talk of anything outside of the common good. We don't seem to be able to get any closer. That is the root of the trouble. Perhaps I lack confidence, but anyway, there it is, a stubborn fact, and I don't seem to be able to do anything about it. Hence this diary. In order to enhance my mind's eye, the picture of the friend for whom I have waited so long, I don't want to set down a series of bald facts in a diary like most people do, but I want this diary itself to be my friend, and I shall call my friend Kitty. No one will grasp what I am talking about if I begin my letters to Kitty, just out of the blue. So, albeit unwillingly, I will start by sketching in brief the story of my life. My father was 36 when he married my mother, who was then 25. My sister Margot was born in 1926 in Frankfurt on Main. I followed on June 12, 1929, and as we are Jewish, we emigrated to Holland in 1933, where my father was appointed managing director of Traves NV. This firm is in close relationship with the firm of Colin & Co. in the same building, of which my father is a partner. The rest of our family, however, felt the full impact of Hitler's anti-Jewish laws, so life was filled with anxiety. In 1938, after the pogroms, my two uncles, my mother's brothers, escaped to the U.S. My old grandmother came to us. She was then 73. After May 1940, good times rapidly fled. First the war, then the capitulation, followed by the arrival of the Germans, which is when the sufferings of us Jews really began. Anti-Jewish decrees followed each other in quick succession. Jews must wear a yellow star. Jews must hand in their bicycles. Jews are banned from trams and are forbidden to drive. Jews are only allowed to do their shopping between 3 and 5 o'clock, and then only in shops which bear the placard Jewish shop. Jews must be indoors by 8 o'clock and cannot sit in their own gardens after that hour. Jews are forbidden to visit theaters, cinemas, and other places of entertainment. Jews may not take part in public sports. Swimming baths, tennis courts, hockey fields, and other sports grounds are prohibited to them. Jews may not visit Christians. Jews must go to Jewish school, and many more restrictions of the similar kind. But we could not do this, and we were forbidden to do that. So life went on in spite of it all. Joppy used to say to me, "You're scared to do anything because it would be forbidden." Our freedom was strictly limited, yet things were still bearable. Granny died in January of 1942. No one will ever know how much she is present in my thoughts and how much I love her still. In 1943, I went to school at the Montessori kindergarten and continued there. It was at the end of that school year, I was in Form 6B, when I had to say goodbye to Miss K. We both wept. It was very sad. In 1941, I went with my sister Margot to the Jewish secondary school. She was in the 4th form and I in the 1st. So far, everything is all right with the 4 of us here, and I come to the present day. So that is all for today. So now what I'd like you to do is pull out your journal wherever you're going to keep it. Use today's date as your first journal entry, and just spend like 5 to 10 minutes just thinking about some of the things that were happening to Anne. I think there's probably some things, especially in that last journal entry, you guys can really relate to. There isn't a right or wrong way to do this. All I'm asking you to do is just kind of think about what Anne's story sort of brings to mind for you as an individual. All right, see you tomorrow.